Hi Gorgeous Lights, welcome to an energy update for the week starting the 10th of November. As usual, there's a lot going on the airways as well, and there's an awful lot of investigative processes that we're doing right at the moment, and these are deeply personal. So there may be a level of frustration that you have with others if you are trying to explain where you're at in terms of your expansion or your growth at the moment as well. And it's really important to know that um, there's a complete choice that's being presented. It's like we're in a portal at the moment. There's a choice being presented to just continue exactly the way that you have been. And you can choose like just a level of contentment that this is just what I want to do, this is just where I want to be, or there's a opportunity being presented for more growth, more wisdom, more understanding. So we're shedding a lot of 3D programming and stepping into 5D understanding, but it's intensely personal. So you will be governed by your own inner thoughts, the mirroring that happens with other people. So if there's something that you're meant to grow from to move forward, it will be presented to you at this period of time. And that can be triggered by insecurities, doubts, limiting beliefs, overthinking, over-analysing, as the universe is trying to encourage us into stepping into more heart-based energy. And your heart-based energy is all about your feels, and it's all about acknowledging how you feel and expanding into a bigger expanded consciousness. Now, while this is happening, and we're kind of bouncing from that 3D limiting understanding, and it really is programming, back into more natural states, which is the way that we were born, which is more openness, more unity, more community, more compassion, more empathy, then understand that you may fall into this category where you just think, do you know what, I can't be bothered actually telling somebody how I actually feel at the moment. I prefer to step into the observer role, just be looking at what's going on around me and not really wanting to actually contribute. So a lot of people are finding that they just want to hermit in this energy and either be by themselves or just wanting to, and this started probably about 6 months ago, we can just go, do you know what, I just want to hunker down, I just don't feel like talking, I don't feel explaining, I don't feel like doing anything to do with that. And that is so you can anchor in more deeply to your connection to source, your connection to yourself, connection to your higher understanding. So there's lots of gifts that come in when you do actually decide to do some internal processes as well. So a lot of people are finding that at the moment. Now, if you're feeling a little bit lost, because this is a portal opportunity to shed and to grow a little bit more, then you understand that you can have a soul level restlessness or a knowing that you need to step into something else. It's kind of like, because next year is the potentiality of self year, which is really beautiful, but we're doing a lot of tail ends. We're in boundaries, discernment and clarity energy, and that clarity is indicative towards our own selves. Now, we have a tendency to have a created 3D degree of separation that doesn't belong to the 5D, that just makes you go, well, that person over there or that person over there is affecting me or whatever, but nobody's actually massively affecting your emotional state. Your emotional state belongs to you. The person that regulates your emotional state is you. Nobody else sees your personal state, your emotional state, that is uniquely for your soul level growth as well. So when I said there's a lot going on, there's a lot of mirroring that's showing up where people will do behavioural things around you as a gift from the universe for you to grow, for you to understand yourself a little bit more, for you to have more empathy, more wisdom, more understanding. There's also, if someone's sitting at an unhealthy level around you, because the universe is also trying to connect, or correct, I should say, connect you with the right frequency, but also help you to move away from codependent behaviour or self-sacrifice behaviour, that it can be removing relationships, situationships, anything away from you that no longer serves you, by illuminating that you've outgrown a situation and you're levelling up. So there's an awful lot of this going on at the moment as well. And of course, because at times we're just like, what the heck is going on? It's not until we do some internal processes or deeply connect and bring it back to self that you can actually see that there's growth and wisdom that actually comes from this actually happening. So it's very, very important, particularly in this next couple of weeks, to do your own internal valuations without actually kind of blaming everybody else around you for what you needed to put a healthy boundary in, or needed to actually recognise a situation that does not serve you anymore. Now, try not to be too hard on the messengers from the universe, which is the people around you that will be used as a gift from the universe to illuminate what you either need to change or where you need to change something in yourself, because there really is no degrees of separation. We're actually all in it together. We're part of big soul groups that have agreed to teach each other, agreed to do this, and it's very, very interesting on how much we kind of anchor in going, it's that person's fault, when actually that person at a soul level has willingly just taken a role to actually help you expand and know more about yourself. And we're very good with blame down here on the earth plane, when basically it's illuminations of growth as well. And that can be, look, people say to me it's easy for you to actually say that. No, it's not. I've got my own level of stuff that I have to learn and grow from, and it's not all a bag of fluffies, that's for sure as well. But it's when you can come into 5D understanding and embrace that it's helping you grow and it's helping you learn about yourself, because your original soul contract with yourself is for your own personal growth, complemented by the people that you actually have around you or you're choosing to have soul experiences with. And to be perfectly honest, you incarnate usually into a family where you'll get growth and learning as well. A lot of families that people incarnate into are learning families, they are growth families, choice families, and there is always underlying choice, which is really, really beautiful, to be able to bring it back to love. So love doesn't have any room for criticism, doesn't have any room for any of that. So we've got all that going on in the moment. So make sure to be loving towards yourself, be loving towards other people, and have a really, really, really fantastic week.